first, if you could hand me that spatula, we'll get started. And I love this spatula, the Healthy Steps spatula, because it already has the portion control right here for me, so that when I'm serving my family, I know what a portion size is. So I'm going to actually use this as a measuring tool and take my knife and just make a couple of slices right here so that I already have the salmon portioned out. And that's going to help just for the end product, but also it kind of helps me, and I just want to make a little cut right here so I kind of know where to stop there. Okay. This is going to help me because then when there's something called the fear of fish, and it's like, okay, is it done or is it not done? And you always hear these recommendations, well, use a fork to see if it's flaked, and it's like, yeah, well, I would hate to be the one that's the victim of the middle right here going, okay, well, the ends were flaking, but what happened in the middle here?
Right, true.
So I'm gonna show you a technique that I use, and also it's a fabulous way to just cook salmon. If you don't like mustard, fear not, because you won't taste the mustard at all, but it's an emulsifier, and it really, really helps to keep the fish nice and moist. And I'm just going to massage this into the salmon.
You know, you think about massaging ingredients into ham or turkey, but
into the salmon.
Fish.
Yeah, and it just works out absolutely perfectly. So then when I put this salmon and also this asparagus that I just pre-marinated, and just a little bit of olive oil and some low salt seasoning, salt, pepper, a little bit of garlic, but in moderation, then this is ready to go, and it tastes really yummy. And of course all the colors bring out the brightness of the fish. So then when we place this in a preheated oven, 425 for about 12 minutes, dinner is done. So fairly
and
amazing.
These are raw vegetables?
Yeah, it's raw vegetables, and I'm just going to put it in the exact same pan, so a foil pan, maybe cover a cookie sheet with foil, so you don't have to do the smelly dishes of the salmon. So the fish here, the asparagus here, 425 for about 12 minutes, and dinner's done. And since this is called simple salmon, the natural progression would be make a sauce that would not be complicated, but simple salmon sauce. So let me pull that together with you real fast. This is light sour cream, and this is Fage yogurt, and this is 0% Fage yogurt. That's F-A-G-E, but we call it Fage, which sounds very sophisticated.
And what makes it?
It's thicker, and so it's been strained, so it's a little bit thicker and creamier, and it really takes on the texture of the sour cream. So I want to cut the sour cream just a little bit, even though it is light sour cream, just because sour cream is a condiment, and the yogurt actually is a food group, which is a dairy group, so it helps. Interesting.
I never thought of it
this
that way.
This is ketchup, and this is going to provide some color, and I chose a ketchup that was low sugar and low sodium, and it also provides a lot of color. So that kind of, now we're thinking, all right, now we're literally cooking here, and this is a 1.5 teaspoons of lemon juice, and this is fresh dill. And you can use dill in other applications as well. I think sometimes people think, oh, fresh dill, I'm not going to use it all, but we can garnish plates, and we can use leftover salmon and add it to the sauce, and then come up with a fabulous leftover sauce.
Let me ask you a question. Sauce. What about the dill that you can just get in the spice section?
You can do that as well.
Okay.
And it's fine. It won't taste quite as good, but but you know, in the real world, that's probably going to be the best avenue to pursue. Okay. I'm going to add just a little bit of Tabasco just to give it a shake here or there. You can add that, subtract it. So this is called simple salmon sauce, which is kind of like our version of a tartar sauce, but appropriate for salmon, which is pretty cool. So then I wanted to also just talk to you just for a second about these grains right here, because this is whole grain brown rice, and this is 7 grain. I mix the two together. It's 90 seconds in the microwave. So mix the two together, and it just brings up the flavor profile immensely, and add a little bit of the Parmesan cheese. And then the spatula, or the spoon right here, which is the half-cup portion size, I can then use this and portion it out perfectly. Whereas the serving size on the package says that a serving size is 1 cup. We know that a serving size of rice is actually a half a cup. And again, portion distortion is what we're trying to learn to manage as we move through our lives.
Okay. Can we put some sauce on this? I mean, let's not stop now.
So this is simple salmon. Of course, now let's do the simple salmon sauce. Okay. And I mean, that's a restaurant quality meal. It's beautiful, and it's easy, and I think everyone can do it at home.
And I love the 90-second rice because, quite frankly, 20 minutes on rice, that's a long 20 minutes.
Yeah, it is. We could be exercising.
You could.
You could, possibly.
All right, Kathy, thank you so much for demonstrating the simple salmon and the simple salmon sauce. Say that 3 times real fast.
That's right.
All right, to learn more about Kathy and the Cooper Wellness approach to healthier eating, log on to cooperwellness.com. You can also find the simple salmon recipe and all the Healthy Steps kitchen tools at myhealthysteps.com. Thanks again for joining us and for taking healthy steps.